and Sewing's live stream for Tuesday the 25th of July. I am just floored as to kind of where we are this month. Like, I just don't know. I feel like with the kids and everything else that's going on, that the month is just disappearing. Like, I wake up and the weekend's over. Good morning. We are also, like, we're gonna kind of watch 5:25. Oh my God, you got to be kidding me! Your date is listed as 5:25. How the
I wish we could go back in time. Wouldn't that be great? When would you go back to, Patrick?
Is it really listed as 5:25? I can't even imagine that I did that, but let's see. Live stream for Tuesday, 5:25. Yeah, so that is a sign of where my brain is.
We had somebody come in on the whatever last Friday, and I filled out their tag, and I was like 7/17. I wrote it's the 17th, and it was like the 22nd. So
I wonder if I can edit it on Facebook real time too. Speaking of, we've had a bunch of folks kind of reach out, and I think, after the news of last week, we realized, there's a percentage of people that just never followed us to YouTube. So
Sage never followed us to YouTube, she said.
So with that in mind, we are essentially checking out multicasting again. And, we'll see how that goes. Right now, it looks like everything is great. Things, quite frankly, have been very smooth on YouTube. And, the way that things work, I think comments will still need to be made on YouTube for things like the giveaway. But we will be multicasting again to
channeling my inner winner
to YouTube. So it is a hot one today. Did you turn your AC on? Because it's hot in here.
No, I haven't turned it on.
Okay, we need to do that. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you're so aggro.
I feel like I just have this like massive list of things to do today. There's a lot to cope.
There's always a massive list.
It's been more so lately.
I did a ton of filming this week. I had usually I have like a list of, 20 things I want to get done, and I get done like half thing. This weekend I had 20 things to do, and I got done with like 2 things. Nothing's done. Everything's mid-process. Nothing is done. But I worked all weekend.
Yeah,
like I stitched and I embroidered, and I did supply lists, and I worked on things all weekend long. I woke up yesterday morning and my hands were like, I was like, oh. And then today I woke up and my hands feel fine. I was like, am I arthritic? Is this what's going on?
Arthritic.
That my hands, like, it took me a while for my hands to warm up, and then I was talking to Dana about that, and she said, like, hers will be like that, and then you get them moving, and then they feel fine. But, Patricia, I owe you a call. We sold another surgeon, so I wanted to do the classes with the two of you together. I'm putting you on my list. Trisha and...
Good morning from Utah. I was in Utah all weekend. And it was hot.
Hot. Shall we look at some things that I got done? Normally I'm like, I have nothing to show you. I did work on, I think I finished the embroidery for my, that's not the problem. Doing the embroidery is not the problem. It's the stitching of everything together, and then something new comes out. I'm like, oh, I want to start that. But I
Yeah, you
have
know, Doug, I was actually really happy about that. I need to go talk to Leon really fast. I'm gonna get a hose.
okay. Uh I have I left it stitching this morning, and I heard it going when I left. But I think my Everett's cottage is going to be done stitching out today. And Angela, I got your email, so I'll deal with that too. Let me put it here on the list. Oh, I already have you on the list. Um, what was I going to say about that? Except I had 2 tile 8s, which makes me go, if I have 2 tile 8s, does that mean I'm missing like a 7 or a 9? So, and I want to film how I put that all together. That takes longer too when I'm filming stuff. But I know this is like, for some people, it's your first tiling scene. It was a big one. It was a big one. So, if I'm done today, then I'll be ready to kind of put it together, and I can show you how I press, how I trim, how I sew it together, how important a clapper is when you're putting together a tiling scene to get those seams to lay like really flat. So tiling scene will be ready to go. My dogs are Australian Shepherds. Yeah, they're both Australians, and I was walking them this weekend, and somebody asked me if Poppy is a mini, because Momo's almost like 65 pounds, and Poppy's like 45 pounds. Although she rules the roost, and she tells him what he can and cannot do. So I was trying to deal with that this weekend, because I think we've kind of let that happen. So I've been trying to put her in her place so that Momo can, so he can get more love, because she is a hog of everything: attention, food, and she's little. It's kind of like me and Patrick. I'm the Poppy, although I don't rule the roost like she does. She rules the roost. But somebody did ask me if she was a mini this weekend, because she's about 45 pounds and he's about 65 pounds, so he's a lot bigger than she is. So Everett's cottage, I'm hoping to get that together. I'm hoping to film that for you. Don't be nervous about doing a tiling scene. I would just start, if it's your first tiling scene, I go, maybe you should try Merry & Bright, or one of the ones that aren't so stitch intensive. This is a lot. I think it's 1.5 million stitches for this tiling scene, but it's going to be beautiful. And I go, should I frame it? Like, what should we do? So let me get it together, and then I'll show it to you. Because this evening, what I really want to do is I really want to, I also did my homework. Did my homework for Falling into Autumn, and that quilt is adorable. I did my hay rides yesterday, and I just like the way they made the hay and how everything is so dimensional. So I worked on that. I have to finish my filler blocks. So I have to finish my filler blocks, press, cut, sew it all together. And I sent an email out to Falling into Autumn people. If you didn't get it, I maybe haven't tagged you as in that group. But I redid the spreadsheet. I added some of the thread colors, and I didn't do it for the first sew along, but I added them for this week and the week before. So I'm going to try and do that too. It's kind of nice. And the colors I put in there, they're just suggestions. So you can put whatever colors you want in there. The other thing I did was I stitched out, I finished stitching out. So we are doing treats for my boo. Let me grab the little flyer for this. When you order treats for my boo, you get a kit, and you get like, this is cute. This is for our Spark event. This is for Deck the Palms. Isn't that cute? You've got glitter. You've got zippers. There's like gift tags. There's a little lace pouch. Anyways, treat for my boo is going to be one of these, but a little bit bigger because it's a full day event. This is a Spark event, which means it's just 4 hours. So, in your treats for your boo, you are going to get the printed out instructions, you get a USB, you get everything you need for the project, except you do not get a stabilizer, but our store adds that. So I stitched out everything. We're going to do, I should have like peeled this all off, which I didn't. We're going to be stitching. Should I show you the projects? Michelle and I always like do these together. So she is going to be doing the jar topper. I didn't peel away all my dissolve away on this. She's going to be doing the jar topper, which, I mean, these are so adorable. And you can put your little candies in her. If you have a little neighborhood kid, you could go ahead and do their little special thing. And these don't take that long to stitch out. If you do craft fairs, this would be a great way to like just doll it up a little bit. And you could fill up your hoop and do like 12 of them at a time, or like 4 of them at a time, depending on your size hoop. There's this jar topper, which is the spider, and then there's also going to be a cat. I know she's stitched out both of them, but I'm not sure if you're doing both of them in the event. I'm going to be doing the gift pocket, which is super cute, and it's got the special quilting, so you've got the quilting design on it too. So I'm going to be doing this gift pocket, and then I'm also going to be doing the tote bag. I ended up doing this. Yours is going to look a little bit different because you're going to have the little black polka dot fabric here, and I had to do it twice because when I trimmed it, which is what you do at the very end, I cut this right off. This part here, cut it right off. I screamed, and then I swore, and then I said, I'm going to go walk the dogs. It was one of those projects, right? Because you're doing the whole thing. I was talking, and I was like, okay, now we're going to trim it up. You're going to go about 1/8 of an inch all the way around, and then I went and cut that off, and you need that. This is your little gift pocket. And I was also thinking, because we do this with dissolve away, and so you rinse it, it's kind of stiff from that. So I was thinking about kitting it out with either black no-show mesh or black tearaway. So kits. If you've signed up for this event, kits are going to be here probably middle of this week, end of next week. So let's ship out at the end of this week or the very beginning of next week, which will give it like a week and a half to get to you, which should be fine. They'll be sent out priority mail. We're going to stitch this out too. This is just a little sample on the leather just to make sure your machine is working well. Although I didn't like tear away all of the dissolve away because this isn't even like, I don't know. This is just to kind of test your machine on the leather. They had us do this like little test stitch out. But this is the last project that we're going to be doing. This is Kimberbell's newest tote. You don't have to have an embroidery machine. You could just use this as like a little storage tote. And they're easy to take apart and put together. So as soon as you're done with this, how many of you have like all that like decorations and tons of stuff for Halloween and know where to put it? This one, you just pull out the tabs, and then it'll lay completely flat again. So it's going to be really, really easy to store. It says treats for my boo. We're going to be doing fringe. That's her little hair. We're going to be doing this, the mummy with all the little pieces of little strips. So it's super cute. And we're going to be stitching on this new blank. So the new blanks are out. They're on the website. I have them at 20% off. This is what the blank looks like. Looks like this when you get it. So it folds up like to be this small. And is the updated? It is. So the updated spreadsheet is on the website. It's in the Sew Along group, and if you go to files, it's going to be the top one there. I didn't rename it updated, but it's the one that's going to be put on July 24th. And I emailed it out too, and Miss Linda, I will add you to that group so you'll get it. So those are going to be the 3 projects. We're going to be doing the jar topper. We're going to be doing the little gift pocket, and we are going to be doing this, the folding tote. And it's an all-day event. It's a one-day event. So yeah, I was so excited. Oh, I did send out, I think I sent out the new supply list. Things that you're going to need for this event. you're definitely gonna need wash away or dissolve away thread. I'm hungry. I don't know why I'm so hungry.
What did
Yeah.
you eat last night? Anything?
Yeah, I did. I ate,
I ate a
the rest of
little.
the. So I'm just hungry all the time. I found that this weekend, like I'd be stitching, and then all of a sudden I'd stop the video and I'd be upstairs like having a snack because I just love to eat. So working at home's not the best for me because I snack the whole time. Anyways, you're gonna need dissolving thread, and we carry Superior. What's it called? The dissolving thread.
Vanish?
Yes, Vanish. And I just reordered more. So if you need that, make sure that you order that. The other thing you're going to need is your kit's going to come with a 70-10 needle, but we're using a small needle to stitch on this leather and maybe some thread colors. So I did send out the supply list. And videos are all filmed. However, I need to edit out the swearing. And then I recut it. I need to.
Was there really swearing?
Yeah. 4-letter words. Because you do the whole project. I'm like, nailed it. Thinking,
Is
I
this
did
when
such
you
a.
cut the fabric
I
wrong?
did such a great job. And then as I was cutting it, I was like, or maybe it was after, and I looked at it and it didn't look right, and then I was, I got super frustrated because it's not like I have a ton of time, so I need to make that time count. So I had to wait for Patrick because I had to re-edit that. And I also filmed, if you ordered the snack bag, don't forget that's going to come out August 1st. So you're not going to have that design yet. August 1st is when that's going to come out. And that's also going to be a class. And that's also a video where you didn't get it because the very last thing I did was I said, oh, let's press this vinyl to warm it up. Well, it was vinyl against vinyl and it stuck. Oh my god, that's the stuff that you don't see in the videos because I refilm them and I refilm the videos, or you just never get them. There's videos that I've done where you just never got them because they were just one of those videos. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Can you repeat those recommendations for first timer tiling scene, please? Oh, as which one you should do? Any of the ones that aren't a super heavy stitch count, like Serenity Prayer would be good. Merry and Bright. There's another Christmassy one. Is it chair? Something to do with chair? I can't remember what it is. There are new. We're gonna do a pre-order, so there are all new designs that are coming out for OESD. They do this like their release when they release the I think the new gingerbread house. You can go on there, but we are going to do all of that as a pre-order, and they have different launch dates. But there's 3 new tiling scenes that they're going to be releasing. There's a new Halloween one, a new Christmas one, and I forget. We have it up on the site. We'll put it up sometime this week when the kids get back. But and I think I did Merry and Bright. I think I did that as a video too. So if you are not used to, if you've never done one before, I show you how I cut my fabric, stabilize it. If you have a multi-needle, I usually do them on my multi-needle. And I do have like assembly videos too. Boo event. Will A1 send us a Zoom link for the event? Are you talking about Boo? Zoom link for... Oh, yeah. I'll send
What
you...
about for the Kimberbell Day event? Where does that come from?
That'll come from them. That's going to be done through them, through Eventbrite. I will, you know what? I'm going to send a note to my rep and just confirm, because I did hear it was Zoom. So if you don't have Zoom, I want to work and make sure you get everything that you need.
Are we doing any kind of, is the Kimberbell event this week?
These don't count for the Kimberbell 100. If you're talking about the events like Deck the Palms and Treats for My Boot, it does not count. They made those count for like a month, and then they said those do not count anymore.
So, so Cheryl's saying that she didn't get the
Cottage.
supply list.
Oh, and I forgot to add Celinda. Are we talking Cheryl Palian didn't get the supply list? I will resend it. You know why? I attached it and I hit don't send because it stresses me out when I send you lots of videos. So I wanted to send you a link with all of the pre-recorded videos, and I need Patrick this morning. Can you download them to? I need Patrick to slice and dice
As
those.
long as I have time, yeah.
And when you watch those videos, there's a lot of phone ringing because Patrick couldn't stop calling me. He's so in love, right?
I'm so in love. The love of my life, Jeannie Mulligan. 23 years of wedded bliss.
So he couldn't stop calling me because he loves the sound of my voice. And then the dogs. My dogs are so loud. It's really embarrassing. There's a lot of barking.
So,
and then me pausing the video so I could like throw them out of the room or shut the door. So that's what you get. You get what you pay for. Phone ringing and dogs barking.
So that's like we should. Oh, look, it went through. No,
I didn't get the. Okay, so Cheryl. I mean you'll get it in like hopefully tomorrow because tonight we're gonna slice those videos. It shouldn't take that long.
So one of us needs to pick up Momo before 6. So we've got to figure stuff out. Are we short-handed today?
We are short-handed today.
Who is here today?
Michelle's not here today. Do not call me with your scan and cut questions because I do not know.
But is do we have any help coming?
Nope. It's just me and Patrick.
We're very short-handed for a Tuesday, so now is not the time to call. Let's just address, because like I talked about it at the beginning of the video, but it looks like some people joined us on Facebook later in the video. We, after last week, kind of realized that there are lots of people that when we made the move to YouTube, while we found a lot of new people on YouTube, there are a lot of people that didn't follow us from Facebook. So we made that move to YouTube because, quite frankly, almost all of our video problems were on Facebook. Facebook constantly changes their algorithm, and it just was causing problems in our multi-stream. So
go back to it?
With that in mind, Heather, as long as you're on it, if you don't mind posting a link to our YouTube channel, we're going to multi-stream as long as multi-streaming works. However, for things like the giveaway, stuff like that, we have to choose one platform. And I think we've successfully made that move to YouTube because we have, I think we're at 15 or 1,600 subscribers on Facebook and something like 36 or 3,700 subscribers on YouTube. So it would be beneficial to us if those of you that are watching on Facebook took a look at that channel and maybe subscribe to that channel. And we will do our best to either post the videos after the fact or multi-stream. And, maybe they've gotten everything ironed out. It's been a crazy couple of years. I doubt your machine is broken, Cheryl. I'm sure it's something relatively simple. But with that in mind, it is beneficial for us to try to move to one platform, although we will try to be more inclusive with the YouTube folks, because we heard from folks last week after the news of last week that folks were hearing news and calling in like, I don't know what's going on, and so YouTube video quality is much better. The ability to comment and interact is actually a little bit more consistent. It's just a better video platform. But, as I said, we realized that we were missing some of you on Facebook. So let's do the giveaway. Let's talk a little bit about service. Right now, I've been telling folks consistently that we're 2 weeks out. We're actually much closer than that. Like what ended up happening is we were
questions.
2 weeks out on
Can I answer a couple questions really quickly?
after I'm done.
But they're
like
gonna go
after
away, I'm
no,
gonna
I
forget
will
'em.
be able to scroll. Long story short, the video, or excuse me, the service is catching up. So we had that week off. So we were working 2 weeks out. We're almost caught up. And then what will happen is we'll jump a week forward. And so, you know, we're definitely within 2 weeks. On the vacuum side, I'm telling people a week. We're roughly we may be a little bit more than that. Quite frankly, I'm working on some supply chain stuff right now. So if I'm waiting for parts, a couple of our distributors are running behind. And, you know, this is just something to consider. We are still closing out the Baby Lock product in the store for a period of time. Do we have one more Vesta, or did we sell the second Vesta?
I think we have one more.
We have one more Vesta. What was the price I had quoted? Do you remember? $27.99. Does that sound right?
Don't remember.
So I've got one more Vesta that I'll be selling for $27.99. And then I have a lot of the midline machines at really aggressive pricing. So, you know, it's a good time to come in and see it. I still have the Lyric, and the Lyric is, thank you, Heather, for jumping on Facebook and posting that stuff. You actually posted the YouTube channel to YouTube, if you don't mind doing it on Facebook. Secretary Mundy is going to get an extra special gift from me the next time I see her for her help. So you know, I still have the Lyric, which is a beautiful machine, normally $2,400. I think the online price for those is like $1999.99. I've got those at $1249, which is a crazy deal. And so, you know, we're going to look to kind of move that product and it's still available. So, can we talk giveaway, Jeannie? Do you have much else to talk about? Do you want to go back and answer questions, or do you want to do
Alice
the giveaway
had asked about washing the cork. Honestly, I'm not sure.
I would think cork would absorb the water.
Has anyone washed their cork before? I'm not sure, so I can't answer that. To be on the safe side, maybe you just use fabric, but there's a lot of specialty material in there that I might worry about, like the sweater. Maybe if you washed it and then dried it, like air dried it, I think it would be fine. But for me in my house, if it doesn't survive the dryer, then I don't want it.
So,
because I just throw everything in there. Patrick takes everything and lays it out. I throw everything in the dryer.
Yeah, I dry my stuff because we live in the desert and it takes like 8 hours.
Wait, somebody else asked. Cindy asked, is it too late to sign up for the Boo event? No, keep signing up. I mean, you can sign up even a week before, but then we're really kind of taking our chances.
Is the Boo event our event? Like we're going to share videos from that event?
Yeah, you could sign up after. I ordered 5 extra kits. So I have extra kits aside from everyone that signed up, because I usually have 5 to 10 people sign up. You know, they asked me for my final numbers. We're 3 weeks. We're a little less than 3 weeks before the event. The event is August 11th. So we have plenty of time, and I'll be getting those kits this week and cutting out your stabilizer. Marlene, I just posted the video for Marion Bright. I just added it to the sew along page. In that video, I do everything from how I set up hooping the first tile, setting your design on multi-needle, although you can of course do it on single needle. You know, the next hooping, how I layer, how I bind it. I do the entire project from start to finish, and it is Marion Bright. I gotta change this title. Were there any questions?
So Karen Roselli said that she wouldn't wash the cork because it's laminated, and Alice says, if it can't be washed, then I don't want it.
That's how I feel too.
At least she's wearing black today.
I love wearing black and I love wearing white, and then my favorite colors are jewel tones. But yeah, I am wearing black. All my white shirts have stains on them, and it really is my dream that Patrick becomes the best stain remover. I wish Patrick was the best stain remover, and I wish he was handy. Like that you could build things. That we have a lot of customers that have handy husbands.
I'm handy. I'm handy enough.
I want you to work on becoming more and I also want him to become my prepper. Like I'd like you to prep my projects. And I want you to finish them. I want you to layer and bind for me. And maybe even piece them together. I just want to do the embroidery.
She just wants to look at the machine. So, it's an exciting time. Brother launches product August 13th, August 14th.
There's something really cool coming out.
There's something really cool coming out. For those of you with the like Stellaires and Altairs, there's some really cool stuff coming as well. And those we're gonna basically see all that on August 14th. So keep your eyes open because that will be shown to you guys by Brother right around the same time it's shown to us. We can't talk about it. We can't display it. We can't sell it, but it's coming. So it's an exciting time to see what's actually happening. Cork via Google. Cork fabric uses the natural beauty and warmth of cork while allowing for the richness and durability of leather. The fabric is unlike any other and any other truly classified as natural but remaining durable, easily washable, and highly fashionable.
It's so cute on the crisp apples. That's where we had the cork on there. I don't know. Alice, what I would do is I would put it on there and I would wash it.
So it is not
so
recommended to be machine washed, although you can technically machine wash your cork
What's going to
bags.
happen in your quilt? These are for me. It's like this is just something that I hang up. Are you going to be snuggling with it? Because otherwise, put it on there because that cork is so cute.
Okay. So let's do our giveaway. Will you hand me the fan? Is the fan still over there? It was over there.
No, it's not there. It was over there.
Were you using it last week?
Somebody plugged it in, but it was too much fan. It was too much fan for me. I had to unplug it.
So we are giving not one but two of these away. Is that what you said last week?
3.
Oh my God, no.
3.
All right. So I pulled 2 up. We're giving away 3? All right.
3.
So, and somebody pointed out that these are still on the website at $29.99.99. I have a handful remaining. That's a crazy deal on them. I will only be able to sell what I have left, which is like 3 or 4. Could you pull it up and just make the number 3? If anybody wants one.
I thought there were more than that. Did you really look at the numbers?
Well,
Like
we
how
can
many
always
we have
change
up
it
there?
later, but like what I don't want to do is have to call people and be like, I don't have them at that price anymore, because their price went up, and we never changed it on the website.
I changed it. I did. I went on there.
9 in stock. It says Beneco F50. You just passed it. Just change the number to like 4. Yeah, just change the number to 4. Don't change that. Because we bought them at that price. You're adding.
I see that.
So let's
We did have a question.
the question was tell us a story about dropping your kid at college or your dogs at doggy daycare or the like. Do you have something to write on that we can write our winners' names down on?
Oh my God, I'm sleepy. I'll email myself.
Okay, email yourself. All right. So, quite frankly, I drove home from Salt Lake yesterday. Jeannie was working all weekend. Neither of us had time to look at your comments. So,
I'm looking at them right now.
So
I bet there'll be some tearjerkers in there.
All right. Paula Kramer. I had 4 littles under 6 when they first went to school, and it was a happy day when the first went off to school. I'm sure taking one off your plate.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do not recommend. Good morning.
It took Connie 8 years to leave her dog.
So Carolyn says, I need a shirt that says, I fix stuff and I know a lot.
Who said that?
Carolyn Farlow. So, we had a customer over the weekend that was having a problem with a machine, and her local store wasn't being helpful. I'm sure they meant very well. They just hadn't seen the problem before. And she reached out, and I had a suggestion, and her comment was, the last time I reached out to Patrick due to this situation, he knew exactly what was wrong. I mean, the reality, guys, is when it comes to Baby Lock and Brother machines, we, for many years, have serviced a couple thousand a year. We've seen just about everything, and we've fixed just about everything. So if you're having a problem, don't hesitate to reach out. So, the second winner, are you emailing yourself?
Everyone's like said they had lots of.
Are you emailing yourself?
No, I was.
Do you even remember who the first winner was?
Paula Kramer.
Yes. Okay. So the second winner is Candace Coates. My kids aren't old enough for college, but sending them to a new school is hard. When I left home, I miss cooking with my mom.
Oh, yeah. I miss cooking with my mom.
So, and then our third winner. Colleen Peace.
Ooh, Colleen. Congratulations, Colleen.
Hey, thank you for the kind
Candace?
words over the course of the week last week, if you're watching. I did well when my kids went off to college, but was a basket case when my grandson left to go to Texas A&M. It got me all in the feels.
Aw, was it the grandkid that was tougher with the grandkid than with the kids? Your kids, you're like, get him out of here.
I can't figure out how I'm gonna react. I mentioned this last week. I literally had a moment. Like, I was having such a wonderful trip with my kid. Like, I literally was driving with him, just pondering everything, and like burst into tears. My son's like, "Are you okay, Dad?" Like, yeah, dude. This just means a lot.
Oh my good. You know what's funny? A lot of these they talk about how it was harder with the dog. Every time I drop Momo off at school, I'm like, oh, my baby, I'm gonna miss you so much. But it's hard with. I think, I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to live feed it. The goodbye.
Oh my God, no! Let's not do that.
I think we're gonna be like, let's go have dinner.
The kids won't want us to do that either.
No, just us after.
So, congratulations to all the winners.
My mom never said any. My parents. I mean, my mom never shared anything. I didn't know if she was. I don't even remember. I don't think she cried, but I know it was really, really hard on her. But she never complained about anything. So I don't know. She never.
That was like our parents' generation, like, tried to protect the kids from stuff. Like, I think our generation shares everything with the kids, which is why they're all in need of therapy. we grew up totally blind to everything. Like, what? Like, you know, our parents, like, kids were like actively getting like kidnapped and murdered and beheaded and stuff. Like when we were kids, and our parents were like, get out of the house and don't come back until the lights are on. Like, you know, I literally remember hearing my dad say, and I've explained this to my kids, and I had a very wonderful relationship with my father, who was a wonderful and gentle man and like was incredibly loving. But I literally remember hearing my dad say that kids were meant to be seen, not heard. Like, you know, it was like, kids go away, like the adults are hanging out. So it's just different now. Or maybe it's just different in our household. I don't know how it is in other households.
Maddie's mom says we should get a couch for the live stream instead of our chairs. We should get comfy and get a couch, like a therapy couch.
The therapy
you
couch.
You and I could like lay with a pillow on either end.
Like our own therapy. So I need to go get cash in the register and get ready to work because we are shorthanded. Please keep in mind we are shorthanded today.
I'm going to get so much done. I am like so productive. So I already have my list. I've added a lot of you to the list. Get signed up for treats for my boo, because if I do need to get or other kits, I'd like to get them
when are the
sooner
kids coming
than
back?
Later. Our kids are coming back. Our kids were in Monterey all weekend. I was by myself
Are they coming
with
back
the dogs.
Today?
Yeah, all weekend. I slept on the couch, which I love. I slept on the couch in my sewing room. I binge watched Married at First Sight. And I kept calling Patrick to talk about it. I called him just as much.
She kept calling me and she'd be like, she won't do this. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
I was like, they're going to really struggle because if you want to be married, you need to compromise. And these people, no wonder they're not married because they only want to do what they want to do. They don't want to. I got to say, the boys, well, for the most part, were easier than. Actually, no, that's not true. There were some really, really tough boys on that show, too. So, you have to think of the... Oh, you know what else everyone's mentioning in here is that they were really sad, but they were happy to take their kids' rooms over because that's their sewing room. These are making me laugh. I'm going to leave them up today and read them like throughout the day. I'll leave them up and read them tonight when I get home. We're going to have double tears. Yeah, you know, that's the other thing. They're gone all at once. So there will be double tears probably. And I think that's it. Have a great day. Be creative. Make something incredible. And we will see you tomorrow. If you've emailed me and you haven't heard back from me, email me again. Although, you know, I don't know if you all know this, but our store is closed on Sundays and Mondays. And a lot of times, sometimes I'll answer emails, but sometimes I won't look at my work email on those 2 days. So if you don't hear from me on a Monday and you think that we're open, I'm just ignoring you. That's our Saturday and our Sundays. Sundays and Mondays we're closed those days. So back to work on Tuesday. And make something incredible. And I will see you. I emailed people that were in my Falling for Autumn. I'm doing Falling for Autumn Sew Along 3 this Friday, 1 to 4 my time, Pacific Standard Time. So we will be doing that. It's just going to be on this Friday. Friday is when I'm going to do the next Sew Along. So I sent that information out. If you want to be added to that list, send me an email